From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
Coming in at number 1, the Holy Fuchs microphone. Tell them why it's called Holy Fuchs.
Because the first time I plugged it in, I was like, oh, wow, Holy Fuchs!
No, tell them why it's really called Holy Fuchs microphone.
All because right inside this microphone right here is the Michael Fuchs 87A DIY project. And I gotta tell you, that thing is something special.
Oh, why? Why it's so special? Tell me why.
Because the Michael Fuchs circuit, it polarizes the capsule right around 60 volts instead of 48 like the vintage circuit. And,
what do you get at 60 volts?
There's a certain thing that you get at 60 volts. You get a little bit more clarity, you get a little bit more punch, and you get a better shelf noise, too. It's a much better shelf noise than at 48 volts.
But why do people like 48 volts?
Because 48 volts is what they've been using in the vintage U87, and it gives you kind of a warmer, rounder sound than you get at 60 volts.
So that is a big difference.
Pretty much. That's really kind of what it comes down to.
But what about body? You say body, you found body in woods.
Did not find the body in the woods. I found the body on AliExpress, on AliExpress.com. And there's a company that sells microphone parts on AliExpress, all kinds of nice stuff. And I found this there. It's very, very similar to a U87 style body, except
it even has switches on back, like U87AI.
Well, it's not quite U87AR. What you have here is, these are fake switches right here. These switches are not real. They're cosmetic. They're there to look like real switches on a 87AI. But really, honestly, they're just fake. They're just plastic that sticks out. In the front, there's a pattern selector switch on the front. That's also a big fake.
Oh, really? So, but you got fake switches, and the body looks very similar. Does that make a big enough difference?
Oh, yeah. Well, what you got is the right geometry of the head basket and the correct size. It's not quite as big as a U87 head basket, but it's close enough, and the geometry is really almost a direct match. And with that combination of the right volume of head basket and right geometry, and you get the right acoustics, the sound that you're looking for, with that bite and that reedy mid-range that you find on a U87.
Oh, sounds very interesting. Yeah, it's actually you guys are voices in my head. You guys are on point. Yeah, it's exactly it. So this is the Fuchs. I love this thing. It's all I got to say. Found this body on AliExpress, made all the difference in the world. It changed everything. This body is a revelation. It's for my DIY U87 stuff. So, if you're into it, I'll leave a link at the bottom. But I've told you everything I know, so you can ask me questions I probably won't answer. But really, if you're into DIY and you're looking for that sound, and you haven't found that sound, it's quite possibly not because you don't have the right capsule. It's quite possibly not because you don't have the right transformer, or, if you have a circuit that's correct, if you have a transformer and a capsule that the match and everything kind of sounds good, but it doesn't sound quite right, you may not have your microphone in the correct body. So that's today's lesson. So what do you think? I think it's a good idea. You make a good point with the mic body.
And I didn't even have to find it in the woods. I found it on AliExpress, which is kind of the same thing.
Okay, now. Ready now. Are you excited? I gotta go. It's just so what time it is. I gotta go. Anyway, let me know what you think. All right. The Holy Fuchs. This is my new baby. My new bebe. I love it. All right. Till next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. And,
All the voices in my head.
saying bye-bye now, and fading to black.